Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to Final Trade. We're going to take our last look at Innistrad Remastered Collector Box sales data off of TCG Player 60 days post-release. So in the whole pre-release period and now 60 days after release, it sold a total of 2,928 boxes on the platform at a cumulative spend of $938,000 for an average price per box of $320. Now, that severely mischaracterizes the actual price today. What we've seen is an absolute meltdown in the price of this product. You can see on the 7-day moving average price plot in the upper right how far and how fast and how steep the drop was. On TCG Player today, these are $265. And if we just look at the 7-day moving average price, if it'll give me one here, yeah, $337. It was around that $340 mark at release, and now it is $265 on TCG Player, so a fall of about $75 since release. And even worse than that, we're at the end of a financial quarter, and so WotC has been undercutting the market, dumping these boxes on Amazon. Today, you can get them with slow shipping and your Amazon credit card cash back for $244. So WotC coming in and undercutting the market by a further $20 per box after the boxes have already fallen $75 each since release day. And we'll go ahead and put up Ravnica Remastered Collectors and Dominaria Remastered Collectors up here. And what we see is, yes, Innistrad was the best performer out of the three. Ravnica Remaster really got a, it kind of got a raw deal because everybody was so burned after Dominaria Remastered kind of did the same thing, fell off a cliff into the summer of 2023, that they didn't have any faith in Ravnica Remastered, so the pre-sales on that were really terrible. Then people started opening the boxes, seeing how common the serialized cards were, and then doing the math to back out what the print run must have been, and realizing how low the print run was. Now, I've taken a look in the last couple of weeks at the Edgar Markov serialized card that comes in these Innistrad Remastered Collector boosters, and shown that the price of it, up to at least about 8 or 10 days ago, is still holding pretty well in the market in that kind of $3,000 to $3,200 to $3,500 price range per copy. It's still selling in those ranges, and there are not significant listings significantly below that price. So potentially that could hold up and buoy the price of these Innistrad Remastered Collector boxes long term. I think it will. I think the future for these is very bright based on what is currently still a lottery ticket in the form of the Edgar Markov serialized cards. So I think in the long run, we will see a very strong price recovery on these boxes, but right now, there are just so many things working against it in the market. There's the TCG expansion life cycle, like we always expect to see, where a product comes out, people get their fill of it, and they move on, and so the price of the product drops. There's that, like normal. But there's also Final Fantasy coming out soon, Spider-Man coming out this summer. Both of those are going to be expensive products that really put a lot of strain on card stores, and so card stores are clearing the inventory out to generate cash to get ready for buying Final Fantasy and Spider-Man, two potentially very expensive releases coming close to each other later in the year. Very bad planning on WotC's part. So there's that, and then there's just general economic malaise right now, and as always, you might say there's just too many products, too soon, too fast, too often. But I think in the long run, these will recover very well on the back of actually making serialized cards more rare, more special, harder to get. And so I think in the future, these will do well. It's not a bad idea to be buying these right now. Let me know what you think, guys. Thanks to everyone who makes this content possible, especially my very generous supporters on Patreon. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and join me on Final Trade.